They raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on town, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway on Sunday night primetime. And able to get this out to the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a Southern California kid. Played his college ball in L.A. at USC. At quarterback, it's Sam Darnold. They'll try and start this drive in the air. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. Smith and Jigba in motion right. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across for them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
That's caught. Puka Nacua. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. It's caught here by Adams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
On the Seahawks' 34-yard line.
Stafford now to throw.
This one swung out to Williams. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll run for the first time here with Kyron Williams. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff in the establishment.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Colby Parkinson
From 10 yards out.
And the Rams put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Darnold.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good for the Seahawks. First down.
But that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Walker now on 1st and 10 to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, This is going to be a long game.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. The quick slant caught. Touchdown!
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one out. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that was good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this one complete to Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead give up the middle to Williams.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Here's Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Rams have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Darnold.
Open man is Barner, the tight end.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here.
Here's 3rd and 3.
As they've got it as we resume action. Now it's Darnold.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Faking the give, Darnold. Here's a diving catch right side.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Now to the ground, here's Walker.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Darnold now to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. To throw is Darnold. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
A 45-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well, no one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's 2nd and 7.
To throw is Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he gets this up across the 35 before it is out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And the slot man goes in motion left. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll try for the first with Walker. Through the middle of the field. Inside the 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker, 71 yards. And the Seahawks have moved out in front.
And here on 3rd down, your number 1 goal, don't be a hero, just get the first down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 26.
He'll look to Williams to begin things.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Adams the man in motion right.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Up the middle, it's Williams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now 3rd down and 7.
Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Ethan Evans on now to punt.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
Able to power through. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Here's second and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Now Darnold.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Stafford.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now Stafford.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Throwing is Stafford.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Los Angeles.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. To the air again, Stafford.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
Yeah, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
47-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will tie things at 17 all. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still a little bit of time following the made field goal, but we are tied as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. 1 second, all that remains.
He's going to float this one deep right side.
That is incomplete. So halftime now here on Sunday Night Primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far.
Jason Myers.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They start the second half here with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second and 10.
Out of the gun, Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Smith, the man in motion left.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Here's Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Stafford now to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The Seahawks 17-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3.
Now it's Stafford.
They'll get that complete to Parkinson.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Colby Parkinson.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Rams have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now it's Darnold.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. 124 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's second and 3. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Here's Darnold. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
And it looks like the Rams might have it, and they do have it.
The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. That's a burst right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Here's a diving catch right side. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Stafford. And he will find his man on the outside. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Now Stafford.
On the out route, this is Adams with a catch.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Williams is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. Stafford. Touchdown, Rams. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock.
So guys, in about 5 minutes, the video will end because the PS5 will the video will automatically end. So yeah, I will go ahead and post another part of this video. So yeah.
And you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 14.
Guys, right after this video, I will be recording for more. So I will be putting part 2 for the other video.
Kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
One quarter remains.
So guys, I will go ahead and end the video here, as I will be posting part 2 right after this.
EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington.